Your terrorist cell has been deployed to this area. Who is the cell's leader? Who do you want to be your leader?
Vicky should not be the leader. She's mentally unstable and probably being controlled by one of you guys, so not me.
I guess I could do it as Vincent.
Cool. No, that's fine. You can feel it out and we'll see how it goes. I'm glad nobody elected Joe.
I wanted to just to be an asshole, but I bit my tongue.
Hey guys, we're gonna go cry.
We're gonna go
Everyone
cry.
just get into a cuddle puddle and just
Yeah.
feel it out for a while.
I'm gonna take the day off. As you guys travel, you need to hide yourselves and make sure that you're not being detected as you're sneaking into one of the city fortresses. Let's give this city fortress a name. You know how British things are, so it can be anything Chester or Shire or something on the something.
Worcestershire on the channel.
I feel like it should be named after like a war or something.
For now, it's Worcester on the channel. Worcester on the channel is one of the city fortress boats, warships that you will find in the Red Waters of London. This area has been chosen by your leader, Vincent Hale, as the place of deployment, or rather, someone has communicated to Vincent that this is where you need to be. Vincent, your missions usually go along, how do you say, pretty smoothly? Are you like a big go in, make noise, cause trouble, lose people kind of like cell leader? What kind of cell leader would you say you are?
I like to think he's pretty successful, though his proclivity for like stenciling art everywhere tends to make things go a little bit crazy sometimes. Like he just has to send a message. He can't just do it and get out.
He's a showman.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
You put on a show, which is good because you have some decent actors for your troupe. Vicky is an impersonator of sorts, someone who actually lives through imposter syndrome. So the way that you're likely going to be able to get into this place first and foremost is for Vicky to make her way through the border guards. I'm going to guess that you guys approach by your own boat, probably mixed in with a shipment of people or with supplies that are coming into the city, unless you have a specific kind of deployment you have in mind for sneaking in.
What do you guys think of like one of those shitty submarines that narcos use to move drugs into a country, where
Oh, that's kind of fun.
it doesn't really dive, it just sort of sits just below the surface?
Yeah, good.
That fits.
It's the shittiest submarine.
So as your group is moving through the waters in this cramped kind of submarine, you will notice that there are patrols that are going through the red waters looking for any such illicit shipments. There's likely something like 6 or 7 that are just on active patrol. They're not big, they're just boats with like 2 or 3 dudes in them.
Well, I was thinking like we just basically take one out and Vicky gets to play with their brain some, and find out information.
Roll a stealth, boys, against a passive opposition of 2. Okay, you made it. Your submarine is able to approach stealthily next to one of the patrols. Thanks to Gabriella, you were able to navigate through some of the radar mapping and overlap to get into a blind spot where your submarine can breach and you can begin your operation. I'll say you're close enough where you could get onto the boat, but as soon as you do, there is a chance they're going to notice that because you're just going onto this boat. It's not a very big boat.
Vicky, once you get her nearest to the ship, she would just climb up using her. You'd probably have to like unlock her from like a cage. She's kind of weird and might steal your things if you don't. So you kind of unlock her and just release her out to the boat, and she kind of like uses her claw tentacles to like climb it, trying to get to the driver by sneaking.
Give me a hijack roll against a passive opposition of 3.
Oop, sorry, that was...
Vincent fucks up entirely. Oh Jesus, with a 7, they don't even. You hear one of them talking to the other. Oi, what you gonna have for dinner tonight? I don't know. Steak potatoes. Vicky, you're within range to strike one of them if you'd like. What, you just want to hijack them right away?
I would like to hijack them right away. Do it.
So, what's it look like when you use your power on somebody?
My stand comes out and it looks exactly like her, except it's completely flesh-based. So it's like a weird, writhing tentacle mass that looks like it's been flayed, and it has like stingers on the end of each of its tentacles. And when it stings you, it creates like a welt, but it does no physical damage, mostly mental damage. Like, and she generally goes for like the back of the neck.
Okay, give me another hijack roll with a 5. Yeah, that passes the passive opposition of that guy. He gets stung. What do you want to? And that's gonna knock him out. What do you want to take from him?
Does he have like a boat knowledge? The boat knowledge, maybe?
Yeah, you can take that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, just write that down somewhere. You know how to operate a boat, one of these boats. As soon as the first guy falls over, the second guy just turns with, "Oi! Oi!" And then he spins around to look at you. What the fuck?
She would just silently attack him too. Like she doesn't want to give them chances to radio anyone or alert anything.
You fucking what, mate? Go ahead and roll. Yeah, you can sting him too before he can even draw his weapon. From him, I'll say you likely would want to gather security clearance codes, or like,
Yeah,
radio signals. Those 2 dudes are knocked out. The rest of you can crawl out of the submarine and get onto this boat if you want. How do you guys want to play this so you can sneak in proper?
The submarine is filled with explosives, and we use that as a distraction and just sort of boat in while they're dealing with it.
Yes. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
You know what? If you really wanted to make it something, you could also include fireworks, I would say.
Yeah. How about just a big middle finger made out of fireworks?
So that's exactly what happens, and you don't even need to roll for it. As your boat picks up with Vicky at the helm, Vincent can set off the remote detonator, causing a massive explosion. You can hear the radio chatter go off immediately. Just a lot of just people overlapping. Oi, what the fuck was that? Oi, oi! Is that a middle finger? What the fuck? Did you do that? Did you fucking flip me off? I didn't flip you off, mate. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you bloody did. I'll fuck you up, mate. Yeah, they're just, people are losing their mind, and all the boats are coming in to investigate, except for yours. One of them actually radios in. Oi! Patrol number 3, where the fuck are you going?
We've captured refugees. We're not sure if they were from the submarine or not.
Bloody hell, what a mess. Put a bullet in them and come back. ASAP, mate. And then you just hear him like hang up. Bloody mate, bloody governor. It seems like they buy it for the moment that you are going to take in some refugees. So you pilot, I'm assuming, towards the actual Worcester on the channel proper. The docks are currently open because patrols have been scrambled out to see about this explosion. Radio chatter indicates that they are investigating it pretty thoroughly because that was really close and it didn't get picked up by any of the radar. So they're a little bit worried about that. There have been terrorist activities at this location in the past. Right now, the hostility level is low, but it's about to boost to medium because of that. But that's fine. You guys are professionals. Vicky, from picking up those 2 guys' like personality aspects, you are both hungry and your beard itches.
Keeps scratching at her face, like leaving claw marks sometimes.
Once you get your boat onto the dock, you can load out your quote-unquote refugees that you've captured. So there were 2 of them. Which 2 of you are wearing the uniforms?
I would say Gabriella is one.
Vicky is likely going to have to wear one.
I feel like she could pilot it from under the desk so someone else, like Vincent, could like pretend to be piloting.
Okay.
Okay.
You can use her like tendrils to like hack into things, mechanical things basically, so she doesn't particularly have to stand at the controls.
All right. So Vince, you're gonna be the one pretending to be the face, and Vicky's gonna be just piloting with her tentacles. Once you guys approach and get to the dock, you will find some guards there that are just kind of eyeing the quote unquote prisoners, refugees that you're bringing in. Oi, what's all this then?
Found these idiots piloting that submarine. Sounds like they were trying to abandon ship right before blowing it up.
Oi, those rotten bastards. Put a bullet in them or throw them in the locks. Either way. Maybe we'll use them to firing practice or something. Rotten bastard refugees coming in here trying to steal all my biscuits. They're me biscuits, not your biscuits, you dirty refugee rats. Nobody touch me biscuits. He takes out a knife and starts aiming it around.
Of course, nobody will touch your biscuits.
Very good
These-
then.
These rat bastards, they'll rot in the lock for trying
Right.
to steal this.
Take him to the locks. Get him out of
Right.
me sight.
And she kind of like salutes or whatever would be appropriate.
Ooh, you don't want to. If you don't know, you sure you want to try? Because doing a wrong salute is a big fucking giveaway. Do you know the
Yeah.
salute that they do?
She was kind of a conscript for the Seven Nation Army. Would she know what they did?
Which part of the world?
Probably the western side.
You give a salute. Guy just kind of looks at you funny. You a transfer or something?
I sir, recently transferred.
Oh, all right. I keep an eye on you, though. Fucking weirdo. We're British around here, you know. Born and raised. Blood of the throne in our veins. You just come in here with your stupid Seven Nation Army sending in the foreigners. We can defend our own, thank you very much. If you'll excuse me now, I need to go grab a point. Goodbye day. And then he just, this like big kind of hulking guy, kind of like pulls his pants up by the belt and huffs. Very red face on this man. He just kind of like stomps off. So you have a few places where you can begin your operation if you want. One of the places is the locks, quote unquote. This is where they keep general prisoners and refugees that they have captured and are trying to decide what it is that they want to do with. 9 times out of 10, you guys know this. If you go to the locks, pretty good chance you're going to end up dead, either by disease or just execution, or some guard, you know, just decides he doesn't like you. You're not really human when you're down in the locks. You're more like property.
Yeah, let's go there.
All right, your group can make their way to the locks as you're traveling. Joe is looking around, just kind of rolling his eyes at everything, and he just shakes his head. Just more misery.
Gabriel will kind of go up and clap a hand on his shoulder and say, "All the more reason for us to be here." No.
You're right. People like us deserve to be here. He is always a downer.
And she just gives him a smile and a thumbs up. Like, this is probably usual behavior, anyways.
Yeah. While you're being taken to the locks, I would probably say you'd want to check out various like points of vulnerability around the wherever it is that you're at, so that you can scout out places to put explosives if necessary. Let's say one of your approaches is scout.
Yeah.
If you need to make your way out or cause chaos, you know that along this path there are certain places you can put your bombs to cause maximum havoc or just cut off a line of their entrance. You have that planned out in your head. It's likely that your ability to put things in the corners relates to your spatial awareness and your propensity for setting up traps and things of that nature. A trap maker, maybe a maze maker, someone who knows how to confuse others and force them into a direction maybe they don't want to go into. Vincent, once you make it to the lock, you will see a familiar sight for someone like you, someone who's anti-establishment, someone that fights the power. There are a lot of dirty, poor, hungry people down in this area. They're kept in different dirty cells. They look like refugees. What part of the world are you from, Vincent?
North America.
It's likely you've seen situations like this before in their Seven Nation Army controlled territories. Usually what they do is they'll just round up people and put them in usually big open air camps and just kind of pretend that they're going to do something humane with them, and then just wait it out until they start to die off, and then proclaim that there's like now, oh no, I don't know how all this like infection got spread around, guys. We're going to have to like control and lock down this area for quarantine. And that's when they start like actually just starving people out to death. Like if that's something they plan to do to the population to make it seem like it's a humanitarian effort, but then they just kind of like wear their numbers down.